Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. AEGONLIVE Disco Elysium. Alors, vous connaissez soutenir mon entier ce qu'il y a à faire. Il y a tellement de tâches, de sous-tâches. Ça c'est à l'arrière, chanter, chercher votre âme, ça serait mieux de la retrouver. Là, il faut que je trouve un signe pour faire ça. Pareil, il faut que je trouve ça. Cherchez votre insigne. Et le corps de la victime. Ah, vous peut-être acheter le livre, tiens. Et après revoir Cuyeno. Ouais. Non, c'est le troisième jour. Jour 2. Ah là. Et le feu, la forêt. Ah, attends. Ah, attends.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the...
Oh yes, certainly. Another good sale.
Nothing of interest.
Ah, vrai.
Only silence and the cosmic background. Rows and rows of Yamdala men. The display rack before you is burdened.
Attends, c'était pas là. Je vois que son sac là.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy.
Browsing through all the books, suddenly, a particularly odd title, High Speed Love, Chronicle, next to Irv's, next to that.
I really must insist you buy one of the books.
She understands.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to...
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and bio. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. These three things are very important to the working class. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give it serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind wholeness, unity, balance, on the other, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself. Various paranatural books. The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book is large and heavy. Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, that's the spirit. Here we go. Question of Dolores Day.
Voici le récit de Dolores.
Incorrect. Dolores Day was the innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. She codified parliamentary democracy. Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when you think her name, Dolores, steer clear of this one. There's something terrible. A strange sensation of loss. When she left the earth, the dust, and the ice, and the humans. That is yes, the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention of Dolores Day. Who was the first innocence? It wasn't Dolores Day. Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was as the first innocent. Question 2. Who Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You, me, anybody.
L'innocence la plus puissante.
Incorrect. Vespa correct. Named the innocence of militarism. He codified Franco-Negro. Question 3. Who was the false innocence? Incorrect. Stepan, incorrect. Kedra, correct. They have the most famous final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one. Question 4. Who was the greatest innocence? Of course, this is my thing, the reason I exist in this world. The correct answer is 0 doubts. Incorrect. While Franco... Oh yes, militarism and nationalism. Yes, obviously. Incorrect. Correct. The mess, everything from congratulate a D. Not particularly. You would have done better if you just left Dolores Day for...
Ouais, super. C'est pas ça que je voulais.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring...
Ah non, là c'est bloqué.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
All right, take 2.
What does that even mean? Do you take me for a complete fool? Leave it be and just go and look at the books. Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled?
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits.
The woman before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then,
bouquins.
several maps have been... The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, the north coast of a to the east, rolling Huron. It's some... You feel you're just west of Coal City, somewhere above Jamrock and close to Coal City. This large map displays archipelago, ozone, Laurentide, disintegrate. In the northeast, a dust mite the ocean breaks apart into a tangle of coast connections to other... You have little idea. Perhaps they are God.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is not that old thing. From when some design...
The place does not look like a successful tourist trip.
They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed...
Oh. Ça, j'ai vu.
Have you come to make your offering to Kuno? Kuno doesn't fucking read. Fucking book shit. Fucks with your mind. Kuno knows this four-eyed fuck. Totally hooked on the book. Can't get enough of this shit. Fucking sad, really.
Who are you talking about, Kuno?
A guy Kuno knows. Martin. From out of town. From Grad or some shit. Fine. Kuno's gonna take it off your fat ass. At least he's gonna make some paper off this shit. Now what you want? Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
The usual being, have you seen anything out of the ordinary? Or have you seen anything suspicious?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Tu jouais à Cyberpunk?
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Looks like you're a faggoty now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost,
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in? Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your...
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rap.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Well played. No one saw that coming.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitate. Yeah, to the both of you. Watch your ass in Kuno's town. Or Kuno. Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom.
Dis c'est même pas la peine.
Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster dad. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
You'd have to be blind not to notice the giant white letters F-A-L-N running down his trouser leg.
These are foul modulars, liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready. They will also make you into an idiot.
All right, Pickle. Shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle.
The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker 'cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and out of Kuno's face. The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going.
I can't hear you, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal.
Stop turning into a...
Yeah, get your bacon shit. The fuck? A mug in the trash? Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going.
I can't hear you, Kuno.
J'ai l'impression que c'est la même réponse que...
Kuno doesn't know.
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno.
Yeah, get your bacon. The fuck? A mug in the trash? Yeah, back
out and take your fat ass with you.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it? Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for... You're testing Kuno's patience.
Get lost,
Kuno doesn't fuck...
Là, on peut voir ou c'est trop interdit?
There he still is, looking right through you.
Là. Un truc là, j'ai pas vu.
The trash container the smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. You see milk, and a box falls into pieces in your hand. Not much to see here anymore. There's nothing more of interest in the container sounds a muffled gong. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing.
Pareil. moins 1 en rhétorique. Déjà, je suis pas très élevé.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a sick.
Not looking for any trouble, officer. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Is it really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighbor.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run. I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Muscular.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer the question. What?
I had a friend over. It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend? How intriguing. He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
I'd even go so far as to say that...
We will remove the body.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you? No, not you.
And when did you...
Last week? I don't know. Look.
You didn't answer...
It was my Sunday...
A Sunday friend. He doesn't reply.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Pas quelqu'un qui m'a parlé de Martin? Alors, il me semble que quelqu'un m'a parlé de
That's
Martin.
definitely not his real name.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice? No. We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden? For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He's gone. No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself. He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone. If we find a way inside the building, we can...
A stone, like any other. There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has... We'll just have to go in and see.
C'est un logique, mais moins 1 en autorité. Alors déjà qu'en autorité, j'ai pas beaucoup. J'ai moins 2 en autorité.
You hear someone walking around inside. The walking stops abruptly, but you can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room...
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get in.
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis. I'm fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
She's the cleaning lady. She knows the floor plan and the residence.
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show.
What's he in trouble for? Talk?
What was so funny about that?
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Ask away, policeman. People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone. No one lives there. It's been empty for months. Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again, breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman? Great. Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always littering the hallways with trinkets and empty beer. The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. She leaves an old lady to her business.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks. You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging.
Excuse me? Of course not.
There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official.
Oh, come on.
Well, that was easy.
That was smart.
Erreur. Ah, par contre, attends. Attends, j'ai en mise en scène. Ah, j'ai +1 en froid et plus rien. Enfin, -1.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps. After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on your beautiful things give you a rush. It's power, crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, they're either a gateway drug or a... Wow, you work hard. Oh, yes, you hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide. Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked ass. That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it a little. You make money. You got gills, baby. Got those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and yeah, you're in the sales business. Shake 'em for shit and then pawn it off. Law officer style. Oh yeah, you took that bribe. Sure. And are you rich? That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that? Because of the taxes. G-Man's got his jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket. Aren't taxes almost non-existent in the Gotham estate that is Revachol? You and I both, but they got those indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, 98% of all your money.
Je suis désormais un fondamentaliste du libre marché.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep...
Là, je peux pas parce que... Parce qu'il faut que je fasse le... Non, intérioriser. Ah non, parce qu'il faut que je déverrouille. D'accord.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously...
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my...
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuable. And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighbor. A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone.
The sum must have been puny.
Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the both apartments are now unrentable. Both. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a... Of course.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. Yes, well.
Your statements are too vague to comment on.
Donc elle a dit 28. Il va y avoir rien d'autre. Attends, à l'est là. Attends, je sors d'où là? Ah ouais, d'accord, on sort là. Lui là.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you... Yeah, I can see that. Cool mutation.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cup.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
You ain't seen nothing yet, Piggy Boo. I ain't no snitch.
Actually...
We weren't put on this...
Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline, fired from the water. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the worst of the shelling until it was destroyed, and they had a direct. The waves of the Martinez Inlet rolled over the fallen remains of the building. Those arches acted as support for something greater than what only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. Restoration has failed. What the shelling took out was never rebuilt. A fleet, the combined armies, they massed airships further down. Many are still there to this day. If you squint...
The coalition. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move...
He does not like talking politics of this kind. That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The star and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mazov and the communards. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to symbolize the toppling of the old, also some social democrat, because white is the color of peace. Smug superiority, aesthetic. This door has been closed with a padlock. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise. No reply. No reply.
J'ai pas une pince? Là j'en ai.
This door has been closed with a padlock. The chalk drawn up. The shackle snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud.
After you, detective.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Mazov.
I suspect that's exactly what they are trying to do. There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going, it seems. The White Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
Je fais ça, je perds. Dans les recoins sombres. Ça va, j'ai bien de quoi me mettre tranquille. Là, j'ai oui. Là. Est-ce que l'idée? Non. Bon, il y a rien d'autre, hein. Non, ça c'est... Allez, merde.
This door is made of metal, number 28. This is where the...
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good? The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right? He might know something about the murder. So tomorrow 9 p.m.? Tomorrow 9 p.m. right here. Apartment number 28. Good, let's go.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment. Remember, tomorrow...
Les rideaux bougent là. Oh la vache. Pas ça. Non, allez voir le du syndicat.
The file cabinet stands, the drawer slides. Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up with great effort. He straightens himself up.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Monsieur Dubois.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand,
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my...
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least...
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Ouais, 3%.
Officer.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here?
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I...
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting...
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
Attends, par quoi on commençait? Qu'est-ce que je trouve?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbour. I couldn't... Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have a...
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Honestly, I didn't want to bring it up, Harry. I heard you have become Measurehead's race pupil. Of course, Harry, of course. You're not some kind of a No one's gonna know what you did with race there, Harry. Your race bonanza is...
You can see the map of Revachol in your head. Dozens of red arrows are pointing outwards from Martinez, moving all across the city.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it. Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to...
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing.
The stars aligned into a cosmic frown here. He has your fate decided. Bide your time, however, and let the stars continue their course, and that frown shall turn into a smile. Only if you play along.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez. Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you—
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation. Yes, we're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy. Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Yes, please, Harry. Feel free to speak your mind. What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left. Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at...
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm...
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling... This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call... My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you?
I think the odds of that are...
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my...
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's...
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost...
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Well, Harry, if I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic.
Apologique.
Yes. You seem to be. A lot of the time. But right now, there's no reason to be. Let loose a little. Be you.
Everard's large hands are covering the folder, but the look on his face says, I know everything about you.
Oh, Harry. Oh, wow. This is really something.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has no RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
So how about it, Harry? You need assistance, I presume? Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
This translates into, haha.
I find that very suspicious. May I?
I'm afraid this is meant for union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry. It's Harry. Harry Dubois. No, I'm really not. You are Harry. And I can work with you, Harry. Now, what else can I do for you? Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
J'ai envie de poser la question.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this? You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what? I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again.
He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning... Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure...
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men... Now, please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this.
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Harry, I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun, kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
I assure you we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands. Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here. You're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care.
Qu'est-ce qu'il m'a donné? Il y a rien là.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she... Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as yourself. Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in. Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strikes. It's very, very good. Makes a man...
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling. Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad. Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not...
La rhétorique pour ouvrir le... Non, on peut pas.
The unpromising race pupil returns. I am not the first line of defense. The hardy manlets are... Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company. There is nothing fun. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have.
Pour l'instant, je peux toujours pas passer.
So, how'd you like our heart?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right, you talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his...
Right to work! Right to work! Honest men and women with rights. We came here to help the...
I have a question. Why do all these men...
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
What's it to you? No. Don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago.
lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear. They... The woman is still hunched over the railing. Her head...
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
Make way for the master poet.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
Hello. Ouais.
I've got nothing to say to you. What?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence. The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to... I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Horse need more vodka?
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea. Honestly, the place is a powder keg. The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak. The mention of mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. They're friends. He smiles, and it's almost like music.
Okay. On est où? Autorité.
The man ponders his cook. The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives... He doesn't like where this is going. You should punch a fucking hole in it. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This was...
Stop that.
On va tester.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face,
Toujours pas
adorned with the expression.
électrochimie infinie. On peut pas... Comment on fait pour monter sur la terrasse en fait? Monter au-dessus. Où c'est elle, ouais. Non. Ah, c'est peut-être la porte dans la cuisine.
Can I help you? You're already set for the night. Your door is unlocked. Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those. Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers. Who told you that? Fine, yeah, it looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill. Yes, and the phone company is... It's not strange, it's inconvenient. Who told you that? Fine, yeah, it looked like someone... If you do find out who... Yes?
Et là, avec ça, je pourrais l'ouvrir.
You see a heavy steel door with the door does not. The cobalt blue surface.
No. Ok. Ah, c'est le troisième jour. Ah, lendemain, 21h. Après 21h. C'est après l'écluse. Ça, faut peut-être trouver la boule à acheter. Les conducteurs sur la contregrande. Rien de plus.
Make way for the master poet. Ah, man. But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now.
We have a credible lead, sir.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad. Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. It's like, whatever, some pretty wild stuff. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. They want to keep that money flowing in, my man.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else? Us lorry drivers. Not my thing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Oh, high-grade narc.
Time to arrest him. Relax. He's merely joking.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Ilma. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand...
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Yes? What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know, to help. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock worker, a security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using... There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. I'm relieved that you agree.
He is glad and surprised to see an officer who can appreciate the less than spectacular.
Do you know the feeling when you've begun filling in a crossword, but some of your answers don't quite seem to fit? That's the feeling I have right now, for some reason. It will turn into quite the puzzle yet, I'm afraid. Good.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the machine. Do you know what you should do?
Bon, est-ce que la quête va avancer un peu là? Attends, ah non.
The woman is...
Huh? What is it? Diamonds? Of course not. Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Then it's contraband.
Bad hand. Hermenegildos' bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe...
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler?
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you. Oh, don't worry about me. Lomonosov's land, Udajnaya Zemlya, the Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly. You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say? Of course not. To truly understand
the woman sways her wrinkled shell back and forth, a strange grin.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary. Then what were you getting at?
This line of questioning is going nowhere. Try harder.
Why would I want to do that? Lowman, what in the name of God are you talking about? Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grad? It's diamonds, Lowman, obviously.
Damn this. Make her answer.
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
I would never make fun of a real lawman, Sheriff.
Ma'am, you're not responsible for what the client puts in your lorry, as long as the seals are not opened. We officers know that.
Lay off her.
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a... Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back.
I think we're done here, no?
Hey. Psst. Psst. Hey, yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in them. Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it? Very well. I guess no one will build communism then. Did someone mention cocaine? Are we doing cocaine? Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one. Okay then, lie down and let the water carry you down.
On va aller par là. Ça, j'ai vu.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare? Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power? Corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic. Worm-like.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a... How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not...
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear. Tell her she'll like you for it.
Of course, Detective. Until then, is there anything I can help you with? On the contrary, officer.
They must have someone in an overlooked position.
I suggest you go back and canvass for more suspects.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he making? The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean put more alcohol in it? Beyond curious. I will choose to interpret that as you turning the alcohol in the strike brew down. And because I don't like the idea of them any more drunk than they already are. What else? Weird. Oh no. One of the positive things, which isn't to suggest our talks constitute corporate espionage, even if they did, it would be fine. But, oh. That's so...
The lieutenant looks at you, and you could...
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go...
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else? Of course, Detective. You can always drop by later, should something come up. Of course. The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock? If they were organized by Wild Pines, or it's...
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Everard Clare is... Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you... He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, have you seen him? Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does. And when one... It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see. Of course. Mr. Clare told... Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Yes. Keep in...
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
I'm glad you asked.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work, indeed. The company suspects foul play. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
There are leaflets that every worker, a member of the board. In its defense, another said, demand democracy. It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision, About what? Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of this. They're having a I'm not sure. And now...
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it...
This checks out.
Banana.
Of course.
Don't tell her you've met Everard right away. There's time.
Ah bah c'est trop tard, c'est déjà dit.
What we do.
There was a touch of discomfort there.
The Pines core comp... and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with...
She nods.
Bon, j'ai du mal. Bien. Toujours pas. Conducteur, pourtant j'ai été interrogé. J'ai rien de plus. Ça avance lentement quand même. Hein.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel as you tap on the gauge.
No, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer. Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer. Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
Ouais, y a rien de...
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, maybe, I don't know.
Pour l'instant, y a rien.
I just know I have to take...
You hear the call.
Anything else I can help you with? Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. Okay.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
Ouais. En même temps, j'essaie interroger les chauffeurs.
Make way for the master poet. It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up. Anything else? Us lorry drivers. Not my thing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended...
He ain't one of us drivers.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Oh, high-grade narcotics.
Time to arrest. Relax. He's merely joking.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice clean. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. They'll even make, not unless they've illegalized sports equipment. While this rockin' beauty sure is like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Yeah, it must be.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Ouais, je sais pas du tout. Peut-être lui.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me. It's about not the most pop.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. The science people who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, open your eyes. Haven't you noticed the problem? The
cultural victory? What is this then?
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might go right ahead. You may be a cop, but...
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern expression remains not a lot of moral fiber on this one yet, he thinks, wriggled out. What happened? Did your balls shrivel up? You had plenty of chances to get off this road, but no.
It's about not the...
Change the topic.
I'm not just race. People who've studied these things say that you... So, lately we Occident... The problem?
Cultural victory? What is this then?
It's true. Also, you need to realize that good. If we...
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's, oh no, not too happy.
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything... You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight. So they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. Not in, not out. I'll never betray the...
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drugs?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. What do you think? I can't leave...
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby. The man pulls on his cigarette furiously, probably still thinking about mosquitoes and ass cancer.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. Someone with a cart. What did you... Not at all. We're part of a guild, man. Goddamn right. Trusting street thugs with their goods.
Il n'y a aucune interaction. Ouais, mais je sais pas du tout. Oh, aucune interaction. Je t'ai parlé, toi, je t'ai parlé, toi, je t'ai parlé.
You see two lowly...
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer.
A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers.
Only? That's madness. Found ultra. Wear the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine?
Super cool. Now the premium lives...
The sneakers seen. These once mighty speakers have been conquered, reduced to a small heat emboss on the veneer reads, Solidarity.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are... So you did. Now put them on and look at them, officer. Make the people...
Pas. On peut pas. Là, on peut pas non plus. Ça c'est l'écluse, mais c'est que demain. J'ai l'impression de tourner en rond là quand même.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive. Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night. Some kind of power...
That sure narrows down our list of suspects.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I didn't really know what to make of it, but of course, it's in working order still, isn't it? Just pick your... Sure, let me have a look. I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
On peut pas vendre ça?
Another time, perhaps. I doubt it, but I can try and...
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Sure thing. Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They went their way. It was a
Wait, then it might be true. Everard's claimed.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
Sure, man.
All the old boombox. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some, why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers.
Oh, that's the headless phone rider. The headless phone rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the top. Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
This set of soldiers isn't...
You're probably talking about... I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Okay, I don't like either set too much, to be honest.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange...
Which ones? Ah.
Voilà la figurine. Voilà.
typical Martinez streetlight sits.
Yes, officer. As you... It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
700 real.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet-talk you into buying trash.
The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation well, there are the cost of removal and rewiring. The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor...
Okay, that checks out.
Ouais, mais je ne peux pas plus avancer. Parce que là, il reste le 3e jour de la bagnole avec le missile. Incluse, mais pour le reste... Voilà ça. Ah, c'est 21 h, ok. Encore proche, d'accord. Là, le chauffeur, c'est lié à l'écluse. D'accord. Morel, pour l'instant, c'est trop lieu. Oh. Peut-être j'ai pas le choix. Là pour faire sa fameuse choix là. Dépêche-toi de monter alors.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
Et pour... Chaque travailleur est pour sa gueule.
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervour now burns in your heart too. How can I help you today? A fantastic change of heart, Harry. Go talk to Manana down by the gates. He'll brief you and give you the...
And just like that, it's happening. The roller coaster is moving.
Just open one little door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door. That's it. Anything else we should discuss?
Ça maintenant.
See you soon, Debarger.
cour. Dommage qu'on ne passe pas entre guillemets TP. On clique sur la carte et boum, on doit TP là-bas. La cape, je l'ai récupérée. Allez, par là. Allez, allez. La porte ici.
This must be it.
That's probably the door Efrat mentioned. We still need to get the key from this manana.
Ah, bah. La clé. Banana, c'est le cuistot. Hein. Pas la clé de la cuisine.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging
Merde,
your
c'est qui Banana
presence.
déjà là? Attends, Banana. Attends. Ah merde. Je crois que c'est... En plus c'est assez très... Merde, Banana, c'est qui? Alors là... Alors là, je m'en sens pas du tout. Pas Banana, lui.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you waiting?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. No. I's here.
He understood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Relax, Danny.
Use it.
Yeah.
Let Danny...
This...
Yeah.
Easy for...
Too late. You already got a pretty good picture of these guys. You can use this. You could take another look at the tracks in the yard. See if they fit with the character.
Incriminating. Well...
Don't worry. We are resourceful. We'll find...
Incriminating. Well...
Don't worry. We are resourceful.
Non, faut que je trouve d'abord qui c'est. Je pense que je vais en rester là pour ce soir. Là que le prochain live on avancera un peu plus. Mais sur ce, je remercie les personnes qui seraient passées. Et un prochain live. Et bientôt pour la... Au revoir.
Many miles we walk, the many things we learn, the building of a shrine, only just to burn. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Touch your hand. May the cards lay out astray, all from your command. That's the way it is. That's the way